Wow, this is dangerous. A wild scene on the East Coast showing us the power of Helene as it came ashore as a Category 4 hurricane. This is the strongest storm on record to slam into Florida's Big Bend, and it is now moving across Georgia.
Watches and warnings are in place for 60 million people in 12 states. KCAL News correspondent Nicole Valdez has the latest from Tampa.
Storm surge from Hurricane Helene packing a punch across Florida's Gulf Coast here in Tampa. Roads that were once underwater, now a muddy mess. As you can see, a layer of mud caked on as the bay slowly starts to see water recede. However, there are still dozens of homes dealing with significant flooding. And for those who stayed behind despite mandatory evacuation orders, we saw rescues happening overnight. The wind howling in Tampa and the roads heavily flooded in Naples and Lee County. Hours before Helene made landfall in the Big Bend area of Florida's Gulf Coast, Governor Ron DeSantis said one person was killed when a sign fell on their car on a Tampa highway.
It's very dangerous conditions out there. You need to be right now just hunkering down. Now is not the time to be going out.
These college students from St. Petersburg were among the many who evacuated to escape Helene's wrath. They drove 3.5 hours to Fort Pierce.
It's still stormy, but I can't imagine what it's like closer to the storm, so I feel a lot safer being away from it.
Some who live in Tallahassee made the decision to move to a shelter.
Well, it's kind of scary. I just stay prayed up. I just hope everybody get through it together.
Forecasters warned of extreme winds and a nightmare storm surge of up to 20 feet. Millions are expected to lose electricity. Power lines fell as far east as Port St. Lucie.
It was scary. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially when I walked out and I seen that. And I seen the cables right over me. I was like, yeah, that's not good.
The storm so immense it already toppled trees in Atlanta, and heavy rains opened this sinkhole north of the city. This is what Helene looked like from space as it bared down on the southeast. And as we see power outages impact several states, the Sunshine State still looking at about 1 million customers in the dark. The hope is now linemen will start to get to work to get those people back on the grid. In Tampa, I'm Nicole Valdez, CBS News. Back to you.
A local team of first responders is heading to Florida to help with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. Falk Mobile Health is sending 7 ambulances and a team of paramedics from LA, Orange County, and San Diego. They'll be staging in Greenville, South Carolina, and they'll be staying for 2 weeks.
Now you can get your KCAL news, weather, and live stream all in one place on the CBS News app. Download it free today.